Abundance is a state of mind, and the dollar amount that is currently in your bank account is only a reflection of your money mindset. Today, I'm going to help you upgrade your money mindset, remove that lack and limitation to live a rich and abundant life. Here's what I want you to know. Living a rich, abundant, wealthy life is your birthright, but we have been programmed and conditioned for thousands of years into fear, lack, and limitation. And most people put money up on a pedestal. Today, I want to help you remove all of those limitations so that you can have whatever lifestyle it is that you choose, whether it's 100 grand or 7-8 figure, whatever it is that you want, that is your birthright. And I want you to know that as Abraham Hicks says, it's as easy to manifest $1 as it is $1 million. Manifestation is a simple formula. So no matter what it is that you want, $1 or $1 million, there's one way to get it. So we need to start at the top. I want you to understand your money mindset, how you got programmed into where you're currently at, your current financial reality, and then I'm going to help you bridge the gap from where you are to live this rich and abundant life. So let's start there. Your money mindset has been programmed into you based on beliefs and societal programming and conditioning and what you grew up around. For example, years ago, I worked in the financial industry. I was a paralegal in securities law. Really boring, don't do it. But working in the financial industry, we were obsessed with watching the stock market. So we're trained to look externally and think about all the fear the media produces, right? Recessions and the cost of everything. So there's nothing but fear being programmed into us. When you shift your mindset and realize you come from infinite, unlimited potential and abundance, that it is your birthright, who cares what's going on in the economy and the external environments? Because you are the source of your income, not your job and not the government. So again, let's get back into your conditioning. This is what I want you to understand. Your current money mindset is based on your set of beliefs around money. And much of this has been programmed into you. So what I want you to understand is you have a conscious desire. 5% of you wants more money. You want freedom. You want abundance. You want growth and success. So that's your conscious mind. That is 5% of the picture. Up here, you have a desire. And the fact that you can desire something means it is possible for you. Think of it as your higher self, your future version of you dropping breadcrumbs of what's possible for you, giving you those desires. So the fact that you can desire something means you can have it. So here you are, desiring financial freedom, abundance, a nicer car, a bigger home, maybe just not living paycheck to paycheck, whatever it may be. However, you have to deal with the operating system, 95% that is driving the show, your subconscious mind. And this is where most people get tripped up. You stay in the 5%. You stay in the physical plane, working harder, hustle and grinding and trying and efforting and manipulating to get somewhere. And that is the hard way of doing it. And most of the time you will be unsuccessful. So let's stop doing that, right? So you have to understand, in order to change your money mindset, in order to change the dollar amount in your bank account, you have to understand your OS. Your operating system. So let's pause. I want you to think about it like this. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. But just like a smartphone, you are only as good as the apps installed. So anywhere in which you are struggling in life, your health, relationships, or today's content is all about money, means you have a conscious desire, you want freedom, you want that loving relationship, you want better health, going against your operating system. So here's what I want you to do. The first step in creating change in your life is always awareness. Let's talk about some common beliefs around money and figure out what yours are. Money's hard to come by. Rich are greedy. So let's write these down. Rich are greedy. And I remember thinking years ago when I would watch somebody drive down the highway in a really nice car, I'd look and be like, oh, what a snob. So look at that. I had a belief rich people are snobs. So if I have a belief in my operating system, rich people are snobs, rich people are greedy, There's other people that say, rich people steal, cheat, whatever. If you have those subconscious beliefs, but you believe you are a good person, you will unconsciously self-sabotage and repel financial abundance and wealth because it doesn't match your belief system. So if rich people are greedy and you want to be rich, well, you will continue to struggle with money. So other ones commonly known that, money doesn't grow on trees. I have to work paycheck to paycheck. I have to work for somebody else. I have to climb the corporate ladder. You have to understand your belief system around money. So that's the first step. Just think about it. For example, when you go shopping, do you always go to the clearance rack? When you go to a restaurant, are you scanning the menu looking for the cheapest thing? Start becoming aware of these 3 things around money. Number 1, obviously what we just kind of covered are your thoughts and beliefs. That's where you have to start. But I want you to become aware of, number 1, what are your thoughts about money? Number 2, what emotions do you have around money? So for example, are you fearful? Do you worry? Are you anxious? Does money create stress? And number 3, what are your habits around money? Are you a tightwad? Are you cheap? Are you constricting? Are you white knuckling your way through life? Because think about it, look at this. When you're white knuckling, being cheap, living in fear and worry, you are constricting the money flow. And think about it, money is currency. Money is energy. Money wants to be in constant states of flow. Money in, money out. Money in, money out. And when you have that mentality and that energy around money, you become a conduit that money wants to come to because it knows it's going to flow. Money wants to flow. Money is meant to be circulated. So here's where we have to start. What are your thoughts, emotions, and habits around money? So let me give you some personal examples on which I had to become aware of my money story. So for example, my GMA comes from the Great Depression era. Lot of fear around money. And my mom wanted to break that cycle. So I know she started her personal development journey way before she had me, thank goodness. But my mom, very different from my GMA. My mom is very generous. She's very giving. And my mom didn't struggle. She enjoyed spending money and she tried to teach me that. But of course I had my own blocks. I remember growing up shopping. So you pay attention to this, and something I had to overcome. I had to hide money. We would go shopping. My mom would take us shopping, and when we came home, we had to hide the bags from dad. So we would go shopping, and then I had to go hide the bags in my closet. So there's something I was taught unconsciously at a young age. When you spend money, it kind of creates that guilt and shame around it. So as an adult, that's something I had to become aware of. And then I remember I used to have show. I would go shopping and then I wanted to show my mom. I wanted to display everything. I wanted it to be out in the open. I didn't want to have secrets around money. So that's just one thing I had to overcome in my money mindset to get rid of the guilt and the shame. My GMA is really big on buyer's remorse. She spends money and then she feels guilty after it. So this is where I want you to start. Become aware of your thoughts, emotions, and habits around money. So think of this. This creates your identity. Your current money mindset is comprised of these 3 things. If this is something new to you and you want to fast track where you are to create this rich, abundant life, I do provide one-on-one coaching. I will include a link below, and you can also visit my website, heatherhakes.com, to apply and schedule your free call. What I really help my clients do is break through these fear and lack mentalities and these identities and help you shift into version 2.0 because you are meant to have a rich, abundant life. So this is where we're starting. You have to understand your money mindset, your operating system, and now let's get into how do we create this rich, abundant life. So what I'd love for you to do is just sit down and write out, daydream, visualize. If money were no object, if it had nothing to do with your current income, your current affairs, what do you want? And the purpose of this is it's creating clarity. It is giving your mind a target, and your mind is a goal achieving machine. So what is your ideal lifestyle? What does that look like? Where do you live? So get clear. What is this like? What does this rich, abundant life look like for you? What does it look like? Now, I've done something. I create a mind movie. And so this is taking the idea of a vision board, but like on steroids. So I've created this mind movie that I watch. But the most important thing, which I will get into shortly, is the emotional state behind what it is that you desire. When it comes to manifesting, the emotions are the driver, emotions are the fuel. But let's start here. So I've created my mind movie. I am very clear on the lifestyle that I want, the life I want to live, the experiences that I want to have. And let's start there. You think you want money. You think you want money. You don't. Money is not what you want. You want what money gives you. So let's get clear on that. What does money give you that you're actually after? You're after freedom. You're after security. You're after peace. Maybe it's experiences, opportunities. You get the idea here. So anytime you want something, no matter what it is, today it's all about money, but when you want something, what you're actually seeking, it's the emotional payoff that it provides for you. So you don't want money. It's not that you want the lover, you want companionship, you want intimacy, you want love. When it comes to money, you want freedom, security, peace, experiences, opportunities. This is what you want because this is what money does, what money provides for us. It's just a means of exchange. We've got to get it off the pedestal and get down to understanding the logics behind money. So this is what you want. You want what it will give you. So remember, get clear. What does that rich, abundant lifestyle look like for you? What kind of car do you drive? What home do you live in? What kind of work are you doing? What travels do you want? What do you want? You can have it all. You are meant to thrive in this lifetime, not just survive, but you need to have clarity. What do you want? Stop looking at your current circumstances. Your current circumstances. The dollar amount in your bank account is only a reflection. It's an echo of your past thinking and being. It's an echo and a reflection of your old state of being. Now I'm going to help you move into that idea of identity shifting so you can live this rich, abundant life and become a money magnet. How do we do that? Now that you understand your mental programming and those weeds, the fear, lack, limitation, that was step one, awareness. Step two is creating that clear aim. What do you want? And now step three, this is your role. You have to become that version of you. You have to embody an abundant, grateful, wealthy, energetic field. You have to become that. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And wealth is a state of mind. Being a millionaire is first a state of mind. Being successful in any endeavor is first a state of mind. You'll know this by any professional athlete. Professional athletes visualized and became a champion before they got on the field or the course. Everything begins in your mind. So now let's get into what does this rich, abundant version of you look like? Remember, you already got clear on the lifestyle, what it is that you want to have, be, do, and experience. Now let's get clear on who you need to be so that you become this money magnet, so that you become this wealthy, abundant vortex that money literally is flowing to you. Money is meant to be in flow. Let's pause real quick. I want you to think about a faucet, a water faucet. This just came to mind for me. So if you think about a water faucet, the amount that drips through is equivalent to how much you raise the knob, right? How much you push, I don't know what else to call it besides a knob, but however much you raise the faucet is how much drips out. So if you currently are in fear, lack, limitation, poverty, you're only allowing drippings to come out. But all you have to do is lift it, right? Lift it. You have to release the resistance. You have to release your white knuckling your way through life. You have to open to receive. So what does a rich, abundant you look like? Number one, gratitude. Why? When it comes to our emotional states, here's what I want you to understand. Getting clear on what you want sends the electrical signal out. It is sending out your desire, but it's your emotional state, you embodying abundance, wealth, freedom, gratitude, that actually draws the experience, becomes the magnetic force drawing the resources, opportunities, and people you need to you. That's why the how and the when in manifesting, never the job. You have to become the energetic field in which is drawing in the money. So number one, gratitude. Why? As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Think about it. When you are grateful for something, it's because it's already happened. If you put money in the future, did you notice? I didn't ask you to set a 5-year, 10-year plan because time is an illusion. Don't put it out there that all time is happening right now. You have to tap into being that millionaire version of you now and embodying it and living as though it's already done. This is not fake it till you make it, because your subconscious mind, remember your OS, your subconscious mind will reject it. This is about embodying it, sustaining that energetic frequency until you experience it. Let me say that again. When it comes to manifesting, your role is to embody that energetic frequency of already having it until you experience it. So gratitude is always a top emotional state that you want to be embodying, because being grateful means it's already happened. What are some other emotional states you would be having? You would feel free. You would feel abundant. Maybe you're joyful. You could feel empowered. Get clear on what those emotional states for you will be. And now you need to be thinking and feeling and then taking aligned action. You need to be living your life as though you're that millionaire version of you now. Now, I don't mean go spend frivolously. It's not what I mean at all, especially if you're currently in a tight, constrictive place, but you be giving of your time, be giving of your energy. If you could only tip $1, tip $1. But when you tip that dollar, feel so generous and feel so giving, because now you're in a state of receivership. For example, I love finding money on the ground. And I find money a lot at the gym. So I have a mantra. I say, I got paid to work out today. And then I also say, abundance is everywhere. These are mantras and affirmations I continually remind myself, because whatever you focus on, you get more of. And by me saying these mantras, abundance is everywhere, I got paid to work out today, means I am becoming a conduit, a magnetic force in which money wants to flow through. Here's an example. I can't make this stuff up. When it comes to manifesting, this literally happened to me yesterday. Somebody sent me, quote, out of the blue, money on Venmo. This individual knows I'm a big golfer, but they sent me money and said, like, enjoy balls at the driving range. So out of nowhere, money came into my Venmo account. A few hours later, I got another deposit, $133 from some class action lawsuit I didn't even know I was a part of. But some class action lawsuit dropped $133 into my Venmo account. So there I am, not working hard, I'm not hustling, I'm not grinding, but I live in this high vibe, energetic state, expecting abundance and money to flow through me. I live in a state of expectancy, and I love this stuff. It happens all the time. And when those things happen, even if I find a penny on the ground, I am celebrating it with so much joy. Because remember, your energetic field is what's drawing those experiences to you. Now I want to move into more of the quantum physics behind this, because I love the energetics of manifesting and how we live in an energetic universe. But as I shared here, what are your emotional states when you will have already having? Why? We are down here in the 3D plane. So we're down here in the physical plane, where all manifestations, think about it like the invisible becomes visible. Frequency drops into form. So waves drop into particles, and then we get to experience it in 3D. So right now, all of the money you could possibly imagine is considered a potential in the quantum field. Creation is finished. Your job is to match the frequency of your desired money amount and become the resource in which it flows through. Remember, the how and the when, not your job. You have to let go of hustle and grinding and trying to make something happen. And just like I got paid yesterday, not working hard, it just showed up in my bank account. And this stuff kind of happens to me all the time because I've created the energetic field to receive. So down here in the physical is when we get to experience our manifestations. But above the physical is the mental plane. There's a hermetic principle. I love this. There's 7 hermetic principles, but let's talk about 2 of them. Number 1, the first hermetic principle is all is mind, meaning your mind is the cause of every effect in your life. You first have to experience your manifestations mentally and emotionally before you experience them in the physical. When you understand all is mind, you are the cause of every effect in your life. This is how you become unlimited and unstoppable. So that's the first hermetic principle. The second one is correspondence. As within, so without. What I mean by that is when I started this video, I told you that the money in your bank account is a reflection of your money mindset. As within, so without. Your external world, including your bank account, is only reflecting your internal state of being. That's why when you upgrade the operating system, your beliefs and emotions around money, and you are living as this abundant version of you, you then become a vortex for money to flow through. So let's get to the source of where all of this is coming from. It's known as the quantum field, the super conscious, God, source, energy, whatever you want to call it. Today, let's call it the quantum. The quantum is where all potentials already exist. Whatever dollar amount you can comprehend and think of already exists. We're not going to other planets to get money, right? Everything we need is already here. So your job is to get so clear on what you want, become the energetic match through mental, emotional harmony. This is what's called brain and heart coherence. When you have the conscious mind, your desire, in alignment with your subconscious beliefs and programming through this mental, emotional state. Now you've become a strong Wi-Fi signal connecting to the quantum field, and watch out, because opportunities and abundance and money is going to come your way when you can sustain and maintain this energetic state. This is how you become a money magnet. This is how you let go of your old state of being, fear, lack, thinking rich people are greedy, shopping on the clearance racks. Start showing up as the rich, abundant version that is your natural birthright. And then you become an energetic match, and whatever you can come up with and match is what you will experience in your bank account. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop, and give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.